Hey, what's up, guys? Back again with another post commentary. Sorry it took so long, but I was working a lot and I didn't have time to record. But this time we have a different type of post commentary. This time we have a high elo gameplay post commentary here. So, in this particular match, we have a ton of what do you call them? Well, we only have top 100 players in this match. And I'm playing Jungle Arden because Jungle Arden is very good, very useful, especially with a very good carry, especially a carry that can carry late game, because early game is really not that good because Arden is stronger early game, but he's a little weak late game. So he needs a hero that can compensate for his weakness and benefit from his early strength. And a good example here is the Baron. I mean, the Baron is very decent, or how do you say it? I will say vulnerable, easy to deal with early game. So Arden, me playing as Arden, I will make sure this Baron doesn't die and he succeeds, he survives early so he can devastate late game. So this is a really good comp, having a Baron and an Arden playing together, helping each other when they're weak and when they're strong. So right here we have a Reza, we're laning against a Reza, and the Reza cannot do anything. Like, I'm just staying in front of Baron, and if Reza tries to use his A to apply Scorcher and burst the Baron down, he can't because I'm literally blocking all his shit. See, he tried to do it again, didn't work. He tried to burst me down, but I'm Arden, I can take it. It's just pretty boring early game shit. A lot of little details like keeping my distance and blocking all the Reza A's so Baron doesn't get burst. At the same time, making him lose gold. Just making Baron's life easier. Baron tried to burst me again, but it didn't work out that well. I mean, I'm low in health, but it doesn't matter. The only person that matters here is the Baron because he's the one that is gonna carry late game. Zero fucks given. This Baron is gonna get fed. Yeah, pretty much nothing interesting happened. But if you have noticed already, in this post commentary, now we have music. So not only do you not have to hear to my annoying voice only, and the game itself, I decided to add some music. So it's not that annoying to just hear my voice or the game itself. Just to make it a little better, Anyways, so we're back in the lane and Reza is trying to, put some pressure, put in some vision. It doesn't matter, I just annihilate his vision, so he has no control over that bush anymore. So we have Baron. Baron is taking his red buff just to be even more annoying early game. He did it, he was able to scorch the Baron, but it doesn't matter because the Baron is literally destroying the turret. Then Adagio comes back, and something very interesting is that Adagio with a Reza is a very annoying combo, and that's actually very nasty. A lot of damage coming in from the Adagio and the Reza, but Lorelei comes and tries to save the day. We barely kill Adagio, and then she's putting pressure, she's doing some damage. Adagio is healing the Reza, which is really annoying. The Reza tries to burst the Baron, but Baron flees away with ease. He tries again. He was so close. He was so desperate for the Baron kill and he literally just let me basically die him to death. So that was a win-win for us. Not only is Reza behind already, but Baron is just killing it early game, which is really bad for the enemy team. Because if a Baron doesn't die early game and becomes fed, he's gonna become really overpowered. Because that's how Baron works. Baron is a hero that the longer the game is, the stronger he gets. He's kind of like Barrier in a certain way. Barrier is pretty mediocre early game, and then she's okay mid game, just like Baron. Late game, she's just stupid strong. So here I just let the Baron take it again. You know, I don't have a problem with it. My jungle Arden doesn't need a lot of gold. But something very important to know is that if you're doing this Arden build that is Aftershock, Stormcrown, and then defense items, you need to make sure you pay attention. If your carry wants to hyper carry to get hyper fed by taking your jungle, you need to be careful with what carry are you giving your gold to. One of the worst things that you can do is give all your gold to a Kestrel, and the reason why is that the Kestrel is strong early, mid, but late game she's okay. So if she becomes super fed, she's gonna be doing a lot of damage early and mid, but late game she's gonna fall off. And just a couple of mistakes that the Kestrel can do, she can get caught, she can get caught out of guard, and that's it. And pretty much the enemy team is gonna deal with her, and she's gonna be done, and you're not gonna have enough gold. So the best thing to do with this kind of build is not to give all your gold to a carry, but just the the weapon buff at least, and escort them like you're seeing here. Like, I'm always with the Baron. I'm literally his bodyguard, making the enemy team a misery to deal with the Baron. Like literally the Baron just jump and destroy the Lyra. And we already taken mid with 7 minutes. One of the most important turrets is the one in mid. It's putting a lot of pressure. They have a Wen. The Wen is, doing some Wen moves, but she can only poke. Early, she cannot do ramping damage. Just farming here. And the Baron is taking the red again. We're just helping him so he doesn't take unnecessary damage. Staying with him just in case. And then we're back in the lane. Staying close to him so I can get that extra ambient goal. Very simple. Like, nothing is really going on. Our team is literally just holding back, and then the Reza got a kill because Reza is just, it's very easy to get kills with Reza. But jokes on him, we just got a turret. And then I put some Bish in there, and that's how I know they're self-aware that we're close to the lane. So we decide to, instead of going to and then right there I took the minion because I knew Baron was not gonna able to secure it 100%. So I just use my store crown to 100%, make sure that the rest doesn't get it, the fucking minion. And here I'm fucking dying, but it doesn't matter. I use my flask, which doesn't make any sense. It would have been easier just to go back instead. Here we're rotating because Reza got a kill, and we also want to kill the Wen. So I immediately Vanguard the Baron because he has the poke damage and he has range. So he just jumps, bursts the Wen, and then I do the final blow. And then right there, the Ishtar was taking, necessary damage. So I just gave her the Vanguard, and then I punch Reza to make sure he gets the fuck out of here. Then Baron is literally just doing shit by himself. When you know that the Baron doesn't need help anymore, that's when you know that Baron is fed already. So I try to do some shit here, but we're in a really bad position. The Magnus is just annihilating us. He's just decimating our shit. I use my ultimate. She doesn't have anywhere to go. We are still in a bad position. We're getting the poke by Magnus, and then Baron dies. That was her fault. I didn't start that battle, but I didn't want to just run away from it. Well, that was a really bad team fight. We were all in a crowded place, and Magnus was just poking from a distance. And then here Ishtar, I just used my Vanguard and literally nothing can stop her. And then I was gonna try to save her, but it didn't work. Once again, in a really bad position. Then he took it, but I didn't mind at all. I mean, I'm not the one taking damage. Well, he probably didn't do it on purpose. I believe so. That's what I want to believe. So just back again, farming. Just very boring, punching the minion over and over till I get the goal. And we're setting up for another engagement. The Magnus is trying to poke, but he fails. They try to put visions on Ghostwing, but we get rid of it immediately. No, the Magnus is trying to harass us. I just punch him, and I make sure I'm not that close to my allies. So if the Magnus successfully hits me again, I'm not gonna apply his perk on everyone. So they're all over down there. So instead of just dealing with Magnus poking us from a distance, we just decided to take the dragon instead. And then we got it. Then Burn is taking red from them. And then now we're taking their jungle. We have control over the jungle. That's very nasty to have control over the enemy's jungle. Late game especially, because you literally cuck the jungler. Then I'm harassing the Wen. Magnus is trying to poke us, but we keep for distance so he doesn't apply the perk to everyone. Lance tries to do something. I use my ultimate, and Lyra didn't use her teleport, which is weird. And then, holy shit, bro! Holy shit, that was so close. Hopefully, my teammates waited for me. I vanguarded myself out of that stun that went old. And now we're just all going back. We're trying to reset, get ready for the next team fight. We already took Block Law, so the last point of interest that we have is Ghostwing. This time I'm very weak, so I just decided to go back to base. And my team is already pushing. Well, Lance looks like he's on mid. And Baron is already ready. And Ishtar and my Lorelei, they're coming down here with Ghostwing. Lance is trying to harass the enemy away from Ghostwing. We're pushing lanes, making sure we have everything set up if we wanted to take Ghostwing. And then we set up a team fight here, but we decided to just avoid it because Magnus is very nasty on this kind of crowd places. So that was a plus for my team for not being fucking retarded like most teams are, that they just like to push and try to kill anyone regardless of the disadvantage or advantage that the team has in a specific location of the map. In this particular match, we learned that if we fight in a crowded place, we're gonna get cocked. So no, we didn't continue with that match. We instead went for the Ghostwing, knowing that they cannot push. So they put in a lot of pressure, our teammates. So in order to compensate that, Baron and we are destroying the turrets. Now this is they use their crucible, they get stunned. I use my ult, I vanguard the Baron, he becomes a fucking badass, and then we win. That was such a simple game with simple things. That was not like a super hard game. That was very simple, just doing the right things. You know, giving my vanguards to Baron, making him fed, making him invincible. Like the enemy team didn't know what to do. And these are the guys, all of these guys are like silvers. And unfortunately, if you didn't notice, the Adagio was AFK. So yeah, with Adagio, well, was nothing that they could do about that. But the reason I wanted to show you this particular match is because in the beginning of the game, Adagio was there and they were harassing us, but we totally outplayed their draft by not only having good picks, but doing you know, like playing better as a team. Me vanguarding the Baron, making sure he doesn't lose early game so he can do better late game. Then the Lance, that was a very good pick because when Lance is Lance is very overpowered against a Wen because the Wen cannot harass the Lance like Lance can harass her. So we won bot, we won top, and then mid. Ishtar is very strong early game, and Magnus is very weak early game. So we totally outplayed them, not only in game, but also in the draft and the positions. So that's why I wanted to show you this particular match, even if it wasn't fair late game. So that was it, guys. That's everything I have to show you right now. So later.